Also, while I'm here, it's a bit silly doing it now, but whatever. The when I did the review for the other two Caesar boxes, the Combat Team 1 and 2, I didn't actually show the poses, so might as well do that now, as anyone watching this one is more likely to be interested in the previous as well. So I just quickly go. They're all jumbled up now because I sorted them out into different piles. So I don't know which goes with which set, but again, I assume there's 21 and 23 figures in the two sets. So I imagine anyone getting them will probably get both anyway. So I'm just going to go through the poses in those two sets. So the figures from the two combat team boxes are all jumbled up now because I separated them out to for what I intended to use them for. I'll just run through the poses so people got an idea of what came with them. So there's two officers, a guy running, and a guy standing on a wall looking through some binoculars. Three guys with machine guns, submachine guns. They can be your NCOs. And a load of rifle. So one with a grenade, one running, one reloading. Oh, sorry, yeah, no, there's three of all these. So there's three with a grenade, three running, three reloading, three advancing, three standing, rifle pointing down, three kneeling and firing, three kind of advancing, two running, very bendy rifle, not sure how useful that's going to be. Another two running, better pose. Only one with a light machine gun in both packs, not sure why. So you need, if they're going to be a platoon, you'd want light machine guns from somewhere. So those are the ones I picked out from the two boxes that were basically going to be, either a platoon if it was in the 1-to-1 scale, or most of a platoon. So you need some machine guns and such. So most of a platoon at 1-to-1 scale, or two or three, platoons at 1-to-3 scale. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25, 28, 31 figures that are very good kind of general figures. That's what I separated out. And now I think if I use these, I'm probably going to use them as in rapid fire, which means that the next thing is less of an issue. So let's get rid of them. And the ones that are left over of the total of 43 figures, the ones that were left over that I separated out for not being as useful, they potentially are. It's just a question of what you want to use them for. So if you, the early war, there's like 8, another 5. So there's already had 3 with submachine guns. There's another 3, 6, 7 with submachine guns, which is fine if it was later war, because you could have 2 NCOs with submachine guns maybe. But these are got the early war boots, so it's a bit excessive for me. It's a bit excessive, but they're perfectly usable figures. Just didn't work for me. And if you use them for rapid fire, it doesn't matter what they're on with, so because they just do the shooting based on the number of figures. So they'd be useful for that. They'd work for that. And the ones ones that were separated out for other reasons. There's another 3 with submachine guns, but just kind of like sitting on the floor, which, you know, potentially useful for crew served weapons, like you've got machine guns with 2 crew and you just want a third to be there. That's sort of okay. They're a bit too relaxed for me, but not too bad. And there's 1 marching guy, which again, nothing wrong with the figure, it's just it doesn't really suit what I want. 1 guy who's, I'm not sure he's meant to be standing up or he's laying down. I think he must be laying down. That is very flat, so I don't know what that's for, but it's could be a casualty, don't know, weird. And 1 who's got a rifle, he's just kneeling on the floor looking like he's doing something with his right hand, which I separated out because I couldn't see the point of it in an infantry platoon. But now I look at it after getting the pioneers, I'm actually going to shift him over to the pioneer section, engineers. So there you go. So really, there's only 2 figures which I would consider not usable, and that you could use that as a casualty if you wanted. So that would make it just 1, and a lot of, to my mind, excessive submachine guns. But you know, pretty good. I think. I mean, I don't know. It's not a very. I don't know if you can actually see the detail on these. I'm faffing around trying to get the focus right, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, you get a rough idea. So you know, nice figures, useful. Like I say, I could use either that as the, you know, if I was doing, you know, a platoon scale game, I could use most of these figures for that. You've got most of your platoon in these figures, or if it was in something like rapid fire, or if it was in a kind of 1 to 3 scale, the company scale that I'm using, then that's more like a company's worth, basically, mostly a company's worth. Well, in fact, you know, because you don't actually need to have, you know, light machine guns in the company scale game, it's just a base of 3 figures. I have been doing that, but you don't need to. So I suppose that could actually be a good sized company, or more or less a whole company in a company scale game. Or in rapid fire, you just need 8 figures for a company. So these 40 figures is, you know, basically a battalion. So pretty good. I say this is you know, completely in the wrong place, because I didn't do this for when I did the review for the combat team boxes. But I'm just thinking, anyone interested in the soft plastic pioneers are probably more interested in this than anyone else, so it should be alright. So anyway, yeah, good. I do like the Caesar miniatures. I do kind of, for the 1-to-1 scale, I do kind of prefer to have the either metal or hard plastic. For some reason, I don't know why. It just seems more appropriate. But these soft plastic figures, you know, the good quality soft plastic figures, I think are could be worth getting, because you can just get loads of them for cheap. I'd say some of them, can't say that for all of them, but these Caesar ones I think are good quality. Anyway, I think that's it. Okay, toodle bit.